Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Welcome to the ABC4 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We do begin with an emotional day for the family of a 13-year-old boy killed by a drunk driver while riding his bike in West Jordan.
I'm wanting to tell people about Eli. Since Eli's been gone, that's like all I really care about doing, is making sure that people can meet him and can know who he is, so that even though he only lived here 13 years, he can keep making a difference.
Mason Olms could spend up to 20 years behind bars for killing Eli Mitchell. The judge saying part of his decision is based on Olms' criminal history. We go now to ABC4's Courtney Johns live in studio following the latest tonight.
Glenn, the prosecution says based on the blood draw they took when they finally managed to track down Mason Olms, his BAC was likely .22 when he hit and killed Eli Mitchell. And this isn't the first time he's gotten caught drinking and driving.
I'm devastated by what has happened. I sincerely apologize for what took place that day.
Mason Olms apologizing for driving drunk and hitting 13-year-old Eli Mitchell.
He loved people with his whole heart.
One of the hardest things for Eli's family is to understand what he did next.
Instead of stopping, he flipped a U-turn and dragged Eli's bike. Instead of stopping, he removed the bike from under his truck and then kept going. How could someone be so awful as to leave a child's lifeless body on the street, knowing he's the reason why he's lying there dead?
I take full responsibility for them, and I wish it would have never happened.
Olms telling the judge he has completed a program through Correctional Addiction Treatment Services.
This will be your 5th driving under the influence charge. You have also had problems where you have driven even though your license was suspended. In this particular case, that you were very intoxicated and chose still to drive.
Spending up to 20 years in prison, Eli's family says nothing will bring them closure.
My best friend's dead, and I feel the hatred inside of me that I've never felt before.
But hearing Olms apologize today,
and I hope that I will be able to just forgive him by time,
provides a new sense of peace.
Olms pleaded guilty to automobile homicide and leaving the scene of a deadly accident. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, we appreciate it. Switching gears now, we're taking a live look at Deer Hollow Road. It's extremely chilly out there, meaning things are slick, conditions slick. Sounds like things are going to be that way for the next few days.
And colder up there than down here in the valley.
Which is hard to believe because we are cold. We are cold, Alana.
Yeah, Wasatch County getting down to those single digits tonight. But yes, we're cold. No matter how you slice it, everybody is freezing with that northwesterly flow. We had clear skies when the sun was going down. Great video coming out of South Jordan from Chris Williams. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks so pretty. And when the sun was out at times today, but that was deceiving as well. Tonight, we've increased our cloud cover, which you're going to notice on the satellite radar as a weak disturbance comes sweeping through northern Utah. You can't rule out a few light snow showers as a result. Today was really windy as well. We had that northerly to northwesterly flow, and we had some strong gusts with a high wind warning in effect for southern Utah. Hurricane numbers tell you why. Sand Hollow with the 54-mile-per-hour gust. Snow Basin, Logan Peak, and Panguitch Lake all packing a punch when it came to the winds. Also some downslope winds in Castle Country. Tonight, it is chilly. 29 already sub-zero in Vernal, teens in Evanston and Logan, single digits in Milford, 13 in Cedar City, and dropping. Those temperatures will be getting into the 20s in St. George. But you factor in the wind and it does change things. It feels like it's 22 degrees and it feels like teens in Logan and Provo. It feels like -16 in Vernal, -3 in Milford. So you can tell that that wind, it comes with a bite. It packs a punch, and this cold air with below average temperatures doesn't want to move on just yet. No, we're going to be dealing with this as we get through the next several days. This pattern gets a solid hold on us. So we're going to look at what to expect, when we can expect to warm things up, and our next chance of some moisture coming up in my full forecast in just a few moments. Glenn, Emily, back to you.
All right, Alana, thank you. Well, we are now seeing some of the coldest temperatures in Utah since just before Christmas time. Daytime highs struggling to hit freezing in northern Utah with wind chills in the teens and single digits. The blast of Arctic air can be deadly, though, for those who are stuck outside. Resources such as the Rescue Mission of Salt Lake offer a space for homeless friends who need to warm up or a meal to eat. And with bitter cold snaps like the one we are having right now, they even send out teams to check on others outside in this cold.
So what the rescue mission is doing is we have our seek and rescue outreach teams that are going out every morning to make sure that our homeless friends who choose to camp and live outside, that they have what they need. They have the emergency supplies for what they need to be outside.
We appreciate their work. Bitter cold temperature is here to stay this week, and so of course it's important to have resources like the Rescue Mission of Salt Lake for those in need. If you feel like you can help their cause, we of course have the link in the story on our website at abc4.com.
Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson saying the community is bouncing back from the pandemic. That's from the annual State of the County address, pointing to a strong economy with the return of the outdoor retailer trade show, the in-person Sundance Film Festival, and coming next month, the NBA All-Star Game. But she says one thing the region needs to work on is being a better neighbor.
I take pride as a Utahn that we're neighborly, that we support each other. And I think the negative energy of recent times due to COVID, other reasons, political division, sometimes we're not doing as much as we can.
To help build a sense of community, the mayor is starting a new book club for the county to take part in. The book is Basketball, a Love Story, and can be checked out from Salt Lake County libraries.
And now at 10, frustration after a family says they were never notified that their mother was hospitalized while on her cruise celebrating her retirement. Evelyn Howard never returned on the cruise ship. On December 16th, Evelyn was admitted into the ICU after arriving in Greece when she began to feel sick. Once admitted, she was put on a ventilator due to pneumonia. Well, on December 22nd, the family contacted the cruise line and was told Evelyn was still in Greece in the hospital. Now the family's wondering why they were never contacted by the cruise line or hospital about Evelyn's condition in the first place.
Nobody reached out to us. I want to make that clear. Not the cruise line, not the hospitals. Nobody reached out to the next of kin or emergency contact. Nobody.
Now, once the family got a hold of the cruise line and hospital, and with the help of the U.S. Embassy, they were able to life flight her back to Utah. Evelyn is currently at the Intermountain Medical Center, but her family says she still has not woken up since arriving last Monday.
Coming up, lawmakers in the nation's capital fighting to raise the national debt limit. Reaction from both sides.
And the Sundance Film Festival, now one of the most important film showcases in the world. ABC4's Craig Worth takes us through its history.
And some patchy fog out there tonight, especially from Beaver County into Iron County and near Blanding, southern Utah, where they picked up fresh snow. We're going to look at snow totals and what to expect for your work week in Utah's most accurate forecast.